Fourth quarter of action underway. Along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. It's Cahokia 35, Lincoln 32. Comanches with the basketball to start the fourth. Three on the way, top of the key. That's up and good.
Yeah, not a good start to the fourth. An open three, and they drill it. And we've got to protect the basketball here and get a good shot. I think we need to go to the basket a little more. Only drawing 2 fouls on Cahokia there in the third quarter.
Three from Jennings, his first points of the night. The lob play from Cook to Van Hook is up and good.
Whenever you need a basket, you throw it up.
38-34. Austin driving through, kicks it back out to Jennings. He hit a three a moment ago. This one's back rim. Can Olsen track it down? Jake tracks it down. Nice hustle by Olsen. Olsen's got to get out of that, and a timeout's going to be taken by Coach Neil Alexander. Yeah. Just a 30, and again, that was self-preservation for Jake because Jake a trap was coming.
Yeah, a trap was coming, and a great job by Jake on a long rebound. He tips it over the Cahokia guy, and right back to Jake, and he brings it up, and then they were bringing the pressure really, really quick. So good job by Jake on a long rebound. That's what the point guard's got to do. He's got to be there for those long rebounds, and he's got to get them. So a good basket by the Railers on the lob, and now we need another one.
38-34, 6:52 to go in the fourth quarter. It'd be about this time where Tom would forewarn me not to mention the O word.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
Yep. Tom is expected to be with us for maybe Friday's contest, which should be here for both Saturday's games. Tom's employment situation has taken him out of the area, so he will not be here for a full slate of games, but he will join the broadcast and as many opportunities as he can. He's missing a good one here to start the season as the Railers are down only 4 with the basketball. Over to Cook. Olsen on the right wing. Back on top to Gesner. Van Hook. Christian, top of the key. Thought about the three. Dumps it over to Gesner. His three is off the back of the rim, no good. Cook gets the rebound. He goes up off the glass and in. Nice rebound.
Too. Great rebound and a great take by Max Cook again on the offensive boards. If they're going to do it, we can too.
38-36. Hickman back on top to Jennings. Jennings thought about the three as we hit the 6-minute mark. Jennings going to dribble in, tries to split the lane, and an offensive foul. Edward Bobie steps in and draws it again, and he's not afraid to step in there. That's the third charge the Railers have taken this evening.
Pretty much 3 more than I thought we made last year. But, hey, I love it. Anybody that can stand in there and take it. It looked like Edward kind of threw the shoulder in like he didn't want it in the chest. But, hey, the ref gave it to him and give credit to both sophomores tonight, Cook and Bobie. Bobie with 2 and Cook with 1 on taking the charge.
Well, the other thing is when the offensive player takes off from such a long distance away, it gives the official time to anticipate that there's going to be a charge, and I think we're going to see a dunk here. Nope, just an easy 2 on the steal by Austin. He's now in double figures, and that was a giveaway the Railers really could not afford.
Right, after a turnover by them with the charge, and then we give it right back on an easy layup.
40-36, Railers still within 4. Cook hands off to Bobie. 5.5 to go. Christian pulls up top of the key. Rattles good.
Well, that's a shot you say, oh, no, and yes, he made it. So, big basket by Christian. Now we need another stop.
Christian now with a career high. His 18th point. Cook and Olsen look like they had the trap. Foul's going to be whistled on Cook, and I think Max is a little upset because he thought maybe he stepped on the sideline.
Yeah, not sure that's quite a foul. I mean, we had some contact on him, but we've seen worse tonight.
40-38, 5:10 to go in the contest. Austin over to Minor. Down on the baseline to Galladay. Christian does a nice job getting in his way, cuts off the baseline. 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, stay out on Minor. It looks like the Comanches are content with kind of taking some time off the clock.
And and a foul is going to be whistled on Christian. It certainly looked like when Jackson went to make his move, he went down and was going to be called for steps. But the official is going to say that he had a little bit of help from Van Hook.
Yeah.
And that early foul trouble that Christian was not in the first half has paid a little bit of dividend because Christian's picked up his third.
It looked like the Comanche player was just kind of smooth, was just kind of out of control. I mean, he just kind of lost a step.
10-footer, no good. Ball tipped around. Minor with it. Rebound back out to Cahokia.
Get out.
Minor. Bowlby comes out to check Minor in the corner. Rivers with the left-hand dribble, watched by Olson. Minor back over to Austin. In the lane, Minor goes up off the glass and good. Minor with 19. 42-38. Olson, better call a timeout. Timeout taken. And you know, it's a 30-second timeout, so again, we'll keep it here, Josh. We talked about getting somebody in the middle for breaking the press. Just as dangerous is getting it to Jake in the corner.
Well, right now where we're passing the ball is we had it down here with Cook at one point where they trapped us, and then Coach had to call a timeout on another one, and we've got to keep it out of the trapping areas. And the reason that we're getting in trapping areas is because we don't have anybody in the middle. We've got to find a way to get somebody in the middle and see if we can get Christian or whether it be Max or somebody in the middle where they can take off with it from there and attack the basket, because the middle is wide open mainly because the Railers aren't putting anybody in there.
42-38, Railers with the basketball. Jordan Gesner will inbound right in front of assistant coach Greg Alexander. Gesner inbounds into the backcourt to Max Cook. Cook across the timeline. Cahokia in man. Van Hook pulls up from 17, shoots it up over everything. Rebound down to Minor.
Yeah. Shot selection is a little off, but you know, it's our first game. That's probably not the best shot we needed or wanted, but you know, Christian had been making some of those.
3:45 left in the fourth. And now Cahokia with a 4-point advantage. Minor is going to drive in, and a reach foul. Oh, traveling is going to be whistled. I thought they were going to get Gesner on the reach as he went through, but steps called on Cahokia. So again, the Railers, Josh, with a chance to cut into that 4-point deficit.
Yeah, another break the Railers have, but if we don't learn to get rid of this spread, look at the middle, wide open. Christian's just got to step right up in the middle.
Cook over to Gesner, crossing the timeline. Olson on the right wing. There's Van Hook on the right side. On top to Bowlby. Nice ball moving around to Gesner. 3:15 to go. Van Hook, Bowlby. Cook thought about it, didn't. 17-footer is good.
And he's good at that. We've already seen that. A little bit of Nathaniel Smith in him too. The nice ball fake at the 3 and get him into 15-foot, and he's a good shooter from there.
Down the lane, Minor fakes the shot. Knocked away by Van Hook. Christian's got to be careful. He's playing with 3 with under 3 minutes to go. Jennings. Cahokia working around the perimeter. Lob down to Austin. In the corner, 3 up. That's no good. Gesner fights the rebound and then lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, just the Railers got to make a play. You know, the rebound's ours, and we got it. We got to make a play there and come up with it. We did a good job on getting a stop, and you know, we get the rebound and fumble it out of bounds.
So Cahokia will throw the pass into the backcourt as Minor tracks it down. 2.5 to go. A close one here on opening night. Cahokia 42, Lincoln 40. Comanches with the basketball.
Yeah, foul. The next foul on the Railers too sends the Comanches into the bonus, so we definitely don't want to do that.
Austin, little 12-footer, that's no good. They get the rebound off the glass and good. Jackson, too easy. 44-40. Gesner over to Cook. Back to Gesner. Walks it into the front court. We are under 2 minutes. Cahokia with a 4-point advantage. Van Hook back in this between the circles. They work it around now. Gesner. Olson's going to drive in, kicks it over to Bowlby. And it's this point of the game, Josh, where you wonder, okay, who's going to want to take the shot?
Right.
Gesner backs it out. Railers only down 4, a minute and a half to go. Olsen to Van Hook. Van Hook between the leg dribble. Back over to Olsen. Olsen spots for 3. Left it short. Rebound down to Jackson for Cahokia. Now the Railers wanting to extend the pressure. A minute 10 to go. They hand off to Rivers. Minor. A minute to go. Josh, how long do you wait before you start thinking about a foul and a block's going to be whistled on Max?
We're pretty close. As good ball handlers as they have, and they're a good passing team also, you've got to I think you've got to give yourself as many chances as possible, and that's not letting them get too deep. I think a minute's fine. You've still got a chance to go down and score, and then foul them right away. But you've got to get a rebound here, so there's no... it's not helpful if you don't get a rebound here.
Dorenzo Jennings, a 6-foot junior, free throw on the way is good. Make or miss with a minute to go, still just a 2-possession game.
Yeah, definitely go for the 2, try to attack the basket. They've only got 3 fouls, so they're going to be able to play aggressive defense too.
Free throw up, good as well. 46-40, Railers down by 6. They've extended the pressure. Cook over to Gesner. Back to Max. Max into the front court. Got to watch the 5 count. Cook over to Bowlby. Bowlby tried to get it down to Olsen, but it was Rivers for Cahokia stepping in the way and stealing the pass. Minor. And a foul is going to be whistled as the Railers are now in a position where they're forced to foul. Foul is going to be on Max Cook. That will be his 4th. Well, they've got him whistled for 5.
The official scorekeeper for 96.3 FM has him at 4.
So they're still trying to... Nope. I don't think they were sure.
And we're not sure they're sure.
Yeah, but Max is going to take a seat. But I tell you what, win or lose tonight, Max Cook really, really showed what he's going to be capable of in this offense.
Yeah, he did a good job. And, it's a game you got to learn, especially right from the beginning.
Minor misses the free throw. 30 seconds to go. Railers still with a chance. Down by 6. Bounce over to Olsen. Over in the corner. Jake back on top to Christian, down to 23 seconds. Christian fires a long, high-arcing 3, missed it badly. Rebound comes down to Cahokia. Ball loose. Railers on the floor. Kicked out. Christian gets it. Christian fires off another 3. Shoots up another air ball. Cahokia down court. That's going to be Rivers who goes in for the jam, and that will do it. Railers drive in. Olsen off the glass. That's no good. And that's the way the first game of the season will go. Cahokia gets the victory here at Roy S. Anderson. Final score 48-40. Railers start the season 0-1. Cahokia 1-0. Of course, both teams 1-0 and 0-1 in the Eaton Electrical Round Robin Tournament. Again, our final score, it is Cahokia 48, Lincoln 40. We'll be back with our post-game show in just a few moments. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.